Okay, we are recording. So I want to make sure we record this and just I want to go over any questions. I don't know if you guys had time to go through all the videos. I know it's a lot of information for one day. We've tried like 5-day groups, we've tried 3-day groups, and so we just thought we would give this a try and throw it all smack into one day so that you can kind of listen to things all day long, and then you can have the weekend to kind of go back through things or whatever. I threw a bunch of posts around 5 o'clock. I threw a bunch of them up that hopefully stated a lot of facts so you guys know kind of what to expect, I guess, a little bit more and read through that. Sometimes it's easier when you can see things. But so I just kind of wanted to go over if you guys had any questions or wanted to talk about anything. There's no secrets. I am happy to answer any questions that you might have, or if not, I can just kind of go over my story and tell you why I'm here, and that's always fun too.
I liked all the videos today. It was really cool to hear from other people, like their perspective of it, how it's helped them. I thought it was really informative for me, because I've talked to you and I've talked to a couple of other people, but just to hear from people I'd never met before and them just giving their testimonial, it was super, super powerful.
Yeah, and that's why the live videos are kind of hard because you can't always listen to them, but I like it because then you realize that we're not robots and we're not fake and we're not pretending. Like, we're real people with, like, we've got one coach with a brand new baby, we've got one coach that's pregnant. We're all in different phases of our lives. My youngest is 5, and so it's just nice to know that coaching can kind of benefit anybody. With, we've got Ashley, who has the twin 1-year-olds. She's got 4 kids. She's a full-time teacher. It's just the time and season can vary for anybody. So it is really nice to know that we're not robots and it can benefit a lot of different people. So yeah, love that.
I just have a question about the social media posting. Do you have to post like every single day, or because every Beachbody coach I know is always posting workouts and food and motivation and stuff.
Right. Yeah. Good question. That's an awesome question. So social media, because we don't work at a gym, because we don't, we don't like promote things like that. Social media is kind of like our storefront, if that makes sense. And so you're not required to do anything. So we tell people, if you want to build a business or if you want to be a hobby coach and just cover your costs of Shakeology, then yeah, you should be a product of the product. And the only way people are really going to know that you're being a product of the product is if you share that on social media, right? So people can see. But again, you're not required to do anything or post anything. So you don't have to post before and after pictures. You don't have to post a video of yourself working out if you don't want to. You don't have to post. And for me, honestly, I was that girl that I had a Facebook account, but honestly, I only posted about my kids, and I vowed that I would never take a selfie. And and now look at me, like, that's all I do is selfies. And I'm like, hey, you guys pose. And we're like, selfies all over the place, right? The lighting's bad. I never would have thought twice about lighting before. So you kind of grow into that. So social media scared the crap out of me. When I first signed up, I was like, I was really big into running. I was actually training for a marathon. And so I would take a picture of the road that I was running on and, write something. But I was not in the picture. And I would do that often. And my coach finally reached out to me and she's like, look, if you want people to relate with you, they've got to see you and they've got to see that you're a real person. And especially as you grow your business, you're going to start friending people that you don't really know, personally. You're going to kind of get out of that warm market and kind of get into the cold market eventually. It takes a little time, but so that's when you want to be in the picture so they can see you and kind of how you dress and, you know, your messy mom hair, or when you look nice, or, you know, how your kids are, and just that you're real, that your house is messy, and that, you know, it looks like a bomb went off today, and that's okay. Like, you don't have to be perfect. And I think that's kind of where, I don't know, I'm always like, oh, I got to clean up my room before I take a picture, or like that perfection, you know, but, so we recommend, if you're wanting to build a business, to post 3 to 5 times a day about different things, but you're not required to do anything. And out of those 3 to 5 times a day, I usually post 4 times a day, usually an early morning, usually a workout post, and then I post either 9 o'clock or 12 o'clock, just depending on how my day is going. And then I'll post, I've noticed that more people are on actually in the afternoon, like after school, like homework time, 4 o'clock, 4 to 5. So I'll post somewhere in there, and then I'll do like an 8 or a 9 o'clock post at night. So the night posts are usually when more people are on and are going to see your stuff. So, yeah, but you don't have to post that many times. But out of those posts, usually 1 or 2 are Beachbody related, whether it's my food or my workout or an inspiring post or how Beachbody has helped me. But the rest are usually just fun, family. Like, look at what, like, I posted a picture or a video of my daughter's school program today. You know, so it's just stuff like that so that people can see, like, oh, she is a real mom, and she does have to do real mom things, like go to school programs and, you know, go to parent teacher conferences and stuff like that too. That's a long answer, but.
Does anybody ever create like a separate Facebook group just for like coaching type thing instead of posting it on their personal Facebook page?
Yes. So there's something called, and Heather and Audra, if you guys want to step in, you totally can. And I don't know who we have one more person with just a phone number at the bottom. But anyway, so we have what's called like a business page or a like page. I don't know if you're familiar with that at all. But so I have one, and it's called Live Fit and Free with Erin. Allie, I think you've seen it maybe. So that's more my coaching page. The thing with those it's really hard to build a following. It's really hard to build traction unless you're willing to pay some money, like for ads and stuff like that. So that's usually why most people use their personal page, just because it's, oh, Heather, hey. Oh, yeah. Are you the phone number too, Heather? So there's a phone number down here at the bottom. So I knew you were Heather.
Erin, I apologize, Erin. This is Sherry, Victoria's mom. I joined late.
Oh, hi. No, good.
So that's probably me.
I saw a phone number. I didn't see a face.
The 303 phone number.
Yeah. Welcome to our call. Thank you for joining us. So anyway, it's hard to build traction on a like page. I have one, but you do have to put some money into ads and stuff to actually get your posts in people's feeds, if that makes sense. Audra has a like page, a business page as well. Do you use it anymore, Audra?
You know, I don't really. I feel like maybe someday, but right now I'm just trying to build my following more on my personal page, and I feel like that's where I get the most interaction anyway. And so it was just taking too much time to do both, and so now I can just focus on the one. And I find I get more success, but I think, like, you know, as time goes on, that maybe someday that I'll use that page again. But just, yeah, personally, I wasn't having much success and traction. Like Erin said, it's really hard to get those to be super successful. Yeah, but, you know, with your regular page, it's a lot easier. Well, I say easier, but it is easier to get your feed in your stuff into other people's, so where other people are seeing it.
Right. And Allie, maybe you're wondering, I don't know, maybe I'm putting a thought in your head, but maybe you're wondering, like, you don't want to annoy your friends and family with Beachbody posts and, stuff like that. I know that's usually a concern for a lot of people. Is that kind of
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, and honestly, so what we are taught as Beachbody coaches is that if we, we're going to have our tribes, and we're going to have people who follow us because they like what we do, and they like Victoria signed up in January to be a coach. And Sherry is here now and has seen Victoria's transformation on Facebook, how she used to post and how she's posting now. It's a change. It's definitely a difference, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily annoying or, and honestly, if your friends are annoyed by it, they'll probably stop following you. And is it really that big of a deal? Obviously they're not really your tribe anyway. Does that make sense? I mean, I don't want to sound mean or harsh or whatever, but you're just trying to find your tribe as a Beachbody coach. And finally, after 2.5, it'll be 3 years in June for me to be a Beachbody coach. I finally feel like I'm starting to get traction on my like page, but I'm also putting money into a training to learn how to kind of get that ball rolling so that I can reach more into my cold market.
Well, and to as far as like being annoying, that really worried me too. Like, it really stressed me out. Like Erin can say, like, I didn't want to post. I didn't want to be that person. But even the people who aren't interested in Beachbody, a lot of them, I feel like there's so much negativity on Facebook and on social media that, anything that's good and uplifting, if you're trying to help people, if you're adding value, instead of just like, trying to be a sell person on social media, if you're adding value, if you're sharing tips that can help it's just about adding value and making sure you're staying true to that instead of trying to sell people on Facebook. And people won't get annoyed with you that way. It's more about just being yourself, showing what works for you. And people, I have a lot of people say, you're so inspiring, even if they never buy a single thing. I just really try to be uplifting or funny or, just anything that can add value, even a recipe. Lots of people want to be healthier, and you can give them ideas. And I just feel like, I don't know, with all the negativity, if you can just be a little bit of light, people are drawn to that, even if they're not interested in, Beachbody. But maybe they will be later.
Right. And I love that too. Being a Beachbody coach, it's not, hey, look at me and look how cool I am because I work out every day and I cook healthy and I, look at me. It's, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach and I want to help you type of thing. So I'm going to give you value by posting recipes or letting you see what I have for breakfast. So maybe you can copy it and have it tomorrow. It's I'm working out today. Are you going to get yours in? No matter what it is, whether you're running on the treadmill or, going for a bike ride or whatever. It's not necessarily you have to do a Beachbody program to be in my following. Does that make sense? So anyway.
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
I think so this is Sherry, and like what I see with all of Victoria's posts, because I think she's trying to do about 3 posts a day, and she does them on Instagram as well. And she's not on the call right now. I'm texting her, and she just said, well, if there's the, like negative Nancy, she says, the hater's going to hate, and you don't worry about them. You do this for the people who want to have a healthier lifestyle. And what I'm finding, having just joined like 24 days ago, is that all of her posts show me different things I can be eating. Like I was going to make this, but instead, wow, that looks amazing, and so it's just giving me new and different ideas to be a healthier person, and it's inspiring. So, she just doesn't worry about what the other folks don't think. If they want to unfollow her or unfriend her, then that's okay, because she's not posting anything bad. It's just all positive.
Right. And a lot of people who don't like the positive posts are usually in a bad place in their lives. And so they're more jealous, or her life can't be that good, or whatever it is. Not that our lives are perfect or that they are that good. You know, we have problems too. Audra's little guy just broke his arm 2 days ago for the second time, like other arm. Like, anyway, like we have things that happen to us too. But because we put a positive spin on it, a lot of people are like, oh, well, they're so perfect. And that's not the case. And that's not what we're trying to portray. But we don't want to focus on the negative energy. And if a hater does hate, we don't focus on that. Like, we don't give energy to that. We just either block them or ignore their message or delete their message and move on, because it's not worth focusing your energy on the negative stuff.
Yeah, and I think that people are looking for connection, you know, wherever they can find it, you know, on social media, wherever. People are looking to connect. So if you can be, you know, that positive, real person, people are going to want to connect to you. It's not about being perfect. I mean, I was looking through my feed and there were so many ugly workout pictures of either. I'm like, people probably think that I never get ready, but that's okay, because this is my life right now. Like, there's a lot of days where at 3:00 that I still look like a sweaty mess. It's okay. That's just where I'm at. Yeah. My little guy just broke his arm. Like, he has had 2 broken arms and he's 2. So, I mean, life is real. It's sharing that with people, but also like in a way that it doesn't have to be negative, because life is good, and it's just sharing that and sharing how you can fit in other good things into life. And I think people are really like craving that. If you can connect on that real personal level, people need that. And it's like Erin said, posting takes a different spin. Then it's not just about, oh, this is funny, look, I'm going to share this. It's really about trying to connect and help people, because like these products, they really do change not only your health and fitness, but like they've changed who I am on the inside. And I'm more confident to share that with others, because I think it's like something so needed. So posting's scary, but it doesn't have to.
And it gets easier. It does. Before. It does. And believe it or not, like, we have, you know, new coach trainings on what to post about and, you know, stuff like that. So we definitely help you kind of get through that rough spot at the beginning, because I was like, I would sit with my phone. I didn't have a computer at that time. And I was on my phone and I'm like, what am I going to post about, you know? So, but we give you ideas, we give you trainings, we help you kind of through that rough patch. And then for some people it comes more natural, and especially for those that, you know, kind of grew up a little bit more with Facebook or Instagram or even Snapchat. I'm kind of old school, and so it was all new to me. So you learn, you grow. Are there any other questions? Ashley, do you have any questions, or are you just soaking it all in?
I'm just soaking it all in.
Perfect. Love it. Sherry, do you have any questions?
I do not. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the discount coach to start. And I was going to contact you about it when Victoria was still in Puerto Rico to try and do it before my next shipment came. And I was like, okay, not going to make that deadline, but I think here within the next week or 2, I'll sign up to do the discount coach.
Awesome. Well, and yeah. I've been in your same challenge groups with you, and you've been amazing just posting. And I posted a picture of my salad that I took in the car to the soccer game, and you felt guilty, so you told me you had pizza. I love it. Like, you're real, and that's, you know, that's the way it goes. I have pizza too. So
Yeah, and like Victoria reminds me, nobody's perfect, and we still have those things that we like and we crave. But like tonight we went to Chili's and I put half my meal in a to-go box, right when the food got there. And I ordered the fajitas instead of a burger. And then I wanted frozen yogurt afterwards. So we went to this custard place and they didn't have it. So we left and I grabbed a frozen yogurt bar at 7-Eleven. I'm just trying to be so much more mindful, but that's what these challenge groups are doing to me, like looking at all of this and just being healthier and feeling better.
Yeah. And it's just those small, silly little choices that we make that make a big difference in the long run. So I love that. Good job.
Thanks.
I have one more question.
Yeah. Ask away.
Does it matter if you're like a consultant for any other company? Like I also am like a Norwex consultant. Like, is it a conflict? Do they care? Does the company care?
They do, actually. They just came out with that. Any other MLMs, if you are just doing it for the discount, but you're not selling it, then that's okay. But if you are trying to sell Norwex and make money and do Beachbody and make money, then they'll contact you and tell you you'll have to pick and choose. So
what if it's just like a little bit here and there? Like I just do it to stay active, basically. I'm not doing it to anyway.
Do you post a lot on your social media about Norwex?
No, not at all.
Just like never.
Then, I mean, would that be a conflict, Erin?
I don't know. This is like new, like a month ago, new that they came up with this because there was a lot of gray area. Yeah. So honestly, I don't think so. This is my own personal. If you're not like blasting it out there and you're like trying to make $1,000 from a different company or whatever each month and then trying to do Beachbody too, then I don't think, like, if you're just trying to stay active so that you can get the discount, I would say you're probably fine, but I'm not the head honcho that can make that decision either, so I think you could do it and then just kind of wait and see what happens, because I don't think they'll necessarily catch it. But
yeah, I doubt it, especially if you're not like, because I think it's people that are like selling supplements and then trying to sell Beachbody, it just kind of clashes. Like we're Norwex, it's cleaning products, and you're not blasting it all over your social media or trying to sell both together. They're not conflicting interests really, but they did just come out with that.
Yeah.
But I think that you'll be fine where, it's not on social media and you're going to be marketing Beachbody, mostly on social media.
And I have somebody who is a discount coach. She sells Norwex and, she not a ton, but she does sell it and she posts it on her social media. But she is a discount coach, so she gets Shakeology for the discounts, but she's not selling Beachbody. So kind of the opposite of what you would be doing, seems like.
I think I actually probably be doing a little more what she's doing more of a discount coach. I'm not super interested in building my business either one, I guess. I don't know now. So So
if you're that way, then that's totally fine.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm glad we were able to clear that up.
Yeah, in the future.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, if in the future, if it changes, then we'll deal with it then. So
exactly. Yep, and that's okay. That's okay. And Beachbody may change their rules too. Then things are always changing. So yeah, you never know. Allie B, do you have any questions or comments or?
I don't. I was trying to run through all of the posts that were today that I missed right now while we were talking. Make sure I don't have any more questions, but no, I think I'm good.
Okay. Well, we'll chat again tomorrow too. So you have all night to dream about it.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. Heather, did you have anything you wanted to comment or say or add to this call?
I kind of missed the beginning, so I don't really know everything that you guys talked about. When I jumped on, I think you guys were talking about just posting and maybe being afraid of what people thought of you, or if you would be annoyed with your posts. And I remember that was a big fear of mine. I care too much what people think about me sometimes, and so that was hard for me. But I found that the more I post, the more people say thank you to me, and I've had people in my own family like, wow, like I didn't know you did this. Like, thank you for inspiring me, and that's been great. And the past, so for those people who don't know, I'm also 28 weeks pregnant, and I thought that I would have a really hard time like health coaching while being pregnant. And I thought posting my videos that people would just laugh and be like, oh my goodness, look at this pregnant lady like doing jumping jacks, because that is pretty humorous, to be honest. But I've actually done the best in my coaching business the past 2 months, which is really funny to me because I'm gaining all this weight, but I'm having a healthy pregnancy. And so I think the main thing with just Beachbody and being a coach is just not being scared to share your own journey, no matter where you're at. Even if you do just want to be a hobby coach, or whatever your goals are, just share that and put that out there. And you never know who you're going to inspire. And instead of focusing on the negative things that people could say, I always try to just think, what if I'm just helping one person with this post, or what if one person needs to see this today? And sometimes I'll have people message me and they were that one person, and I'll say, thank you, this helped me be healthier today. So I just always think about that if you're scared, I guess. And a lot of times you'll find that one person, and it'll happen over and over again. And I just think that's really cool. So I don't know everything you guys talked about, but there's my little 2 cents, I guess.
That's perfect. Perfect. That's exactly what we were talking about. So I love that you were able to share your experience too, because we were all nervous about social media. It's kind of a scary thing to know that people that you don't know, or people that you do know really well, what they're going to think, or what they're going to say. And yeah, you just kind of have to brush it off and not care what they think, and be confident. I think confidence is a huge one, and that's why we do personal development. As one of our 4 vital behaviors is reading. I've got, where'd I put it? This book that we're going to give away. So this is mine. You can't have mine, but I will get you one and send it to whoever wins. But reading books like that really helps boost the confidence. And so it helps when you post on social media, like, feel confident in what you're posting, because it's really who you are. You're not trying to please anybody, or you're not trying to have, trying to make everybody happy or whatever. You're just posting to hopefully add value to other people's lives, to make their lives better, but whether they agree with that or not. So I have an example. I posted a Transformation Tuesday yesterday. It was an amazing picture. It was a fellow coach. I don't even know exactly how much weight she had lost, but you could clearly see that she had lost weight. And so I was just kind of describing her story in my post. And at the very bottom, I said, congratulations, Jamie. You are so awesome. And way to go. You got your sexy back. That's what I said, right? The very first comment that I got, which was like 5 or 10 minutes after I posted it, somebody's like, I love this post, and I love that she got her confidence back, and I love that she is feels good about herself, but that you said that she got her sexy back means that she lost her sexy, and that's fat shaming on women, something to that effect. And I was like, whoa, that wasn't what I meant at all. Like, I just meant she got her confidence back and she feels good, and she feels good in her own skin. That's what I meant. And so I didn't delete that post, but it was still kind of on the negative side, but I explained what I meant, and I apologized, and then I took it out of the post, and I had like 4 or 5 people after that say, you need to put that line back in. You need to put that she got her sexy back, because she did, and she feels better, and sexy means confident. And so it was just nice to see that I have followers that are going to stick up for me and know the real me and what I really mean behind that word, and not that it was, you know, anything bad, and that I wasn't trying to shame her. I was trying to support her. So you just have to not worry about what other people think your post. And that lady actually who posted that comment, she actually personal messaged me and apologized and said, I'm so sorry, you know, I took it the wrong way, and I know everybody takes things differently. So it was, you're always going to have those eye openers. So you just don't focus on the negative, right? So that was my example that just happened yesterday. But anything else? Okay, I think we covered pretty much everything today, so we will wrap it up. I will download this recording and I will post it to the event. So then you can scroll back through the event and kind of check it out, and make sure you, if your coach doesn't contact you, the coach that invited you to this group, contact them and let them know what you're thinking. Let them know what questions you might have, and if they can help answer. And if you'd like to get on a phone call or whatever, let me know. I would be happy to join in with you guys, or whatever, if you want a third opinion, second opinion. So anyway, thanks you guys all for hopping on. I'm gonna stop recording.